Beth at the Somerset County Library, and today I thought I'd take the time to show you a few new products that we have available at the library. And the first one I'm going to show you is the Playaway Launchpad. And I have 5 different Launchpads available. These are available for checkout. And I have 3 Launchpads that cover math. So we have Meet the Math Facts, Addition and Subtraction. This is for ages 5 to 7 or grades K through 2. I have Basic Math Tutor, Multiplication and Division, and this is for ages 8 through 10 or grades 3 through 5. And I have Basic Math Tutor, all about fractions. And this is for ages 8 through 10 or grades 3 through 5. And these 3 Launchpads have videos on them. And this is what the Launchpad looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. You have the controls over on the side here. You have a volume control. You have the plug-in. These charge with the regular USB cable. And there's an audio port. So if you're out and about or in the car, the kids can plug in their audio and you don't have to listen to them as they learn their math. And you have the on-off switch there. You just hold the on-off switch through for 3 seconds or until the screen comes on. You can set time screen, so if you want to limit how much time your child is spending on the tablet, you can do that. Okay, so let me see if I can show you what this looks like. We have the home button down here, so if you get lost, you can just go home, and there's a back button so you can go back to the last screen or exit out of the program that you're in. So if we hit start, and you can see it starts out with simplifying fractions, adding, subtracting fractions, multiplying fractions, dividing, adding, and subtracting fractions. And then when you get to the very end, there's actually a video game there that the kids can play. Okay, so let's start that. And we'll see what this one looks like.
Fractions can sometimes seem difficult because they don't look exactly like real numbers, okay? And they can seem to be a little bit challenging at first, but I promise you, if you stick with me, I'll teach you what a fraction is. And in this section, we're going to learn what a fraction is, and we're also going to learn how to what we call simplify fractions, and that'll all make sense at the end of this section. And then we'll go in later on and we'll learn how to add them and subtract them and all that good stuff, okay? First, let's talk about what is a fraction. It's a very important topic, so let's go in and talk about that right away. I'm going to use pi as an example all the time in this class, okay? So I hope you guys like pi because we're going to talk a lot about pi's right now. I think everybody knows what 3 pi's would look like, right? You have 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. These are circles, and each one of these is pi, okay? So I think you can visualize in your head what 3.
We'll pause that. You can go back if you missed something. You want to listen again to what he was saying. And you can exit out and go to the next one. If you have any questions about how to use the Launchpad, you have the question button. I just had that space rocket there. There's a fun game which I never get very far in the distance, but kids might have better luck at it than I do. And that is the math ones. Actually, I'll reset it to start over again. So if you start it and exit out, you can browse, you can set your screen time, like I said. Choose the time for viewing. So if you want your child to spend 15 minutes working on their fractions, you can set it for 15 minutes or up to 120 minutes or unlimited. And settings are erased when the device is reset. And that is one of the math ones. And I'll just reset that. And when you're done, you can just turn it off, power off. And return it back to the library. And one thing I do want to mention is that these Launchpads were purchased with funds from the EITC fund. That's an Educational Income Tax Credits. So the multiplication division one and the fractions one have videos that talk your student through the equations, and the addition and subtraction one's the one that has like a video that is sort of like a fun video that with characters dancing around. Starts with like 1 + 1 is 2, and then repeats that and repeats it until they get it into their head that 1 + 1 is 2. So those are the math Launchpads. And I thought these would be a good addition to our collection. So if your student has problems with math, I know I needed a little extra help with math when I was younger, so these might be a good alternative to help your students learn their math. Got two other Launchpads. This one is called Engineer to Create. And this one is called Natural Wonders. So these are two Launchpads, and these two have different apps on them. So they're preloaded. All these are preloaded. You don't have to have an internet connection to use them. You can use them anywhere. You don't have to worry about the kids getting onto sites that they shouldn't be on. And these two have different apps on each of the tablets. I'll take a closer look. So this one is Engineer to Create. And they have fun things like Alchemy Jam, Blocks 3D World, Bridge Constructor Playground, Cut the Rope, Heartbox Physics, High Burger, Mosaic Gems, Quixel Animate, Spiral Mixer, and Times Table Adventure. So the kids work their way through these different apps and learn about elements, solve physics-based problems, discover the physical properties of different objects, and master multiplication. And I think this is the Engineer to Create, so let's take a look at that. And again, you press and hold the on button for 3 seconds or until it comes up. and we press start, and in these your child gets to choose their own avatar. And as you go along, it gives you some tips about how to do things. So you get 200. I get 200 points just for turning on the Launchpad tablet. And let's see which one looks good. I have to admit some of these are a bit challenging for me, but kids used to playing the games might have better luck at them than I did. Rocket Mouse. Rocket Mouse wants to make the world's biggest all-cheese pizza. His mission is to find as much cheese in the outer regions of space as possible. Can you help him? Fly as high as you can, avoiding the obstacles and the cat who's trying to stop you. Touch the screen to move left and right. Okay. We need more cheese! Oops. Boy, that comes at you fast. I think I just drowned. But you get the idea. Users their hand-eye coordination. Okay, let's see. Okay, where do I exit out of this one? I don't want more cheese. Okay, so to bring up the directionals, I just pressed the volume key there and these popped up so I can exit out of there. Let's look at get water. We have to help Maya get some water. Dirty water will decrease our score, so we have to stay away from that dirty water. Okay, Maya, I'm stuck. Tap the screen to scare them away with my boomerang. So this they learn a little bit about water. So 443 million school days each year are lost due to water-related diseases. Learn to tap to learn more. Why is water important? Water is important because it keeps us happy, healthy, and alive. Water is important because you can get sick without clean water. Tell us why you think water is important. To get your quote featured in the game, email us. Okay. Get involved. Help girls like Maya organize a school campaign with Charity Water to help bring clean water to countries in need. See how Maya learned about Charity Water. So in this one, they have a game, but they also learn about the importance of clean water and how some people might not have water. Okay, and if I wanted to, I could go and continue and try any of the other. And along the way, you can change your avatar to make it look the way you want to. So if I wanted to wear an octopus on my head, I could wear an octopus on my head. If I have 100 points I want to spend, I can save my avatar. And now whenever I bring up my avatar, that's what it's going to look like. And it can even show you the sections that you've learned. So we worked on critical thinking and we worked on science. So these are just some fun things that can help kids learn more. I'm going to reset that. And turn him off. And then this one, Natural Wonders. We have all about the solar system, Astroware word search, science and technology, Candy Bubble Splash 2. It also has Get Water, Know It All Volcanoes, Reptiles, Rocket Mouse. Actually, that was this one that we just did. Solar Walk Light Planetarium, Tiki Beach Battle, Environmental Responsibility, and Tutti Frutti. So with Natural Wonders, you saw kids' scientific minds will grow exponentially as they explore health, science, geology, biology, astronomy, and more with these games, puzzles, and interactive books. Learn about nutrition and healthy behaviors, explore volcanoes and other natural wonders, get to know reptiles, and play with different animals. Discover life outside of Earth. So there's 2 fun games that kids can play, but they'll also be learning something as they're playing. So it's a great way. If you were going on a trip, you can take them along with you. And the kids can play with them in the back seat. Like I said, you can put headphones or earpods on with them and keep the kids entertained in the back seat. The thing that I wanted to show you was Playaway Kids, or Playaway audiobooks. So a lot of cars these days are being produced without having CD players. Of course, audiobooks that they can download to their phones. But if you want to have an audiobook that you don't need the internet for, you don't have to worry about downloading anything, it's available when you're ready for it. We have these audiobooks, and they look a little bit different. So we take them out of the package, and we have a battery included with the book. And if the battery runs down, let us know so we can change it. Put the battery pack back on there. And again, these have volume controls and a place where you can plug in your headphones. And I don't know if you can see it. There's a digital output there. You can change the speed, so if you want to slow it down, you can slow it down. And you can go to the next chapter. Go back if you need to. Pause there. Turn it off. And just listen to the recording of the book that you have. So these are pretty cool. Let me see if I can go back. Oops. Track 1 of 72. So when the next person starts, I can start from the beginning. And just hold it down to power it off. And please take the batteries out when you return them. So if you want to listen in the car, you can connect to your auxiliary input and listen on the go. And we do have cables available for purchase at the library. So if you need one for your car, you can pick one up while you're here. And just to mention that we do have some kits available. Now we have what's called a backpack. And the backpack includes an audiobook plus a print version of the book. So if you have a child that is having difficulty with reading, they can look or see the words and hear them at the same time, and it sort of reinforces their reading skills. So these are just a few things that we have available at the library to help your kids if they need help with their reading. Or if you just want some fun games for them to play that are also educational and keeps them off the internet. Or if you have a child that needs help with their math, we have some Launchpads available to help them with their math. So I hope you stop by soon and check one of these out. We'll see you next time. Bye.